Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I represent Bahamian people. I from Nassau, Bahamas, big up Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. Right between West and Augusta, where them two roads meet, they call it Wilkinson Street. Manners and respect was like a sign blank check. It seems the ones that coming after quick to disrespect. You see, this life in the ghetto never easy. So many hungry days break till it grieve me. But I doing the best I can, trying to turn my dollar to 100 grand. I represent the ghetto people. I from Nassau, Bahamas, big up Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. Ghetto. Don't take no back talk, no bribe or no joke. If you find fire, you definitely find smoke. Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. Bintan, I say up and running. Caliban say my show boy don't ever give in. 7 years of farming, watch the crops them coming.
Good night and welcome to Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. I am your host, Valentino O'Brien, host of the talk show Inside the Inner City that premieres every Friday at 6:30 to 8 p.m. 8:30 p.m. Every Friday except holidays. Telephone numbers tonight are 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, and you can text us, powered by BTC, at 422-GR96. Or you can look us up, Cable Bahamas 969, and listen live, ITV. And I want to say it's a pleasure again for all the listeners that take the time out to listen to Guardian Radio, but especially listen inside the many shows and those who especially listen to Inside the Inner City. I appreciate you 150% for all the word of advice and thanks you give me as I walk through the community and around town. I want to say a special good night to each and every one of you. Tonight in studios, we wanted to do something different. There's a lot going on in the country, but we still got a more warmer life and make talk show, a lively talk show for those who are listening. We do a lot of extensive inside work. We talk a lot of stuff that's happening in the country, but most importantly, we really want to bring this country back again to a fun country. And there's so much talent available in the country, but we're just letting the talent not say go to waste. The talent is trying their best to get the financial assistance they need to take them to the next level. And what we do on Inside the Inner City, we like to promote them. Well, when you listen to the show when it began, you heard Bintan, and that is a Bahamian who wrote that. I don't know who the director is, or I don't know who the writer is, but I think it's the director and the writer in studios. I don't know, it could be all in one. But it shows you how creative Bahamians are. So we have two wonderful gentlemen in studios. We have two Rastas in studios, who sing positive tunes. If you listen to the music around the world today, you could see where many of the old artists in Jamaica now telling the new generation now they're talking too much in the rap industry. They're talking too derogatory stuff about females, talking about killing and murders and stuff like that. And their music is selling, but it's causing a disruption around the world. It's causing violence. It's causing the family structure to be destroyed because the music is essence of the heart. Music's supposed to be pure. Love music change the heart. Culture music makes you think about the universe and what is your future. It puts you in a different space. Violent music, talking about woman underneath and killing and all that stuff, puts a bad vibe in you and have bad intentions. That's why the nightclub them can't stay, a fun night, because the music you play, this interferes on how we perform, on how we act. They said that the angel Lucifer, he was the thing about music. And he used to keep the father, in a peaceful mood, just like King David. what he was to Saul. It quenches the heart. Whatever comes out of the mouth, once it's pure, it can cleanse the heart. Music makes you relax. So we have some professionals in studios who sing positive music. And, he sing different types of music, but it's more culture, more love, and it's music that we need to promote in the country. We have guests coming to our shows. There's no entertainment in Nassau, New Providence, and we have talented artists right here in Nassau, New Providence, and not to prove it, it's already been done. You listened earlier in the show where you heard the beginning of the show, the end time, where I have that person who sing that song in studios today. He has been a regular guest on studios. He hasn't been in the studio for 3 years, but I make it a occurrence to help people who are doing great, to see how far their career is going and what is the next step. And I want to invite him on today. And he also brought his brethren, support. What's brethren again? Jatora. Enough respect, Jatora. So I appreciate at short notice that you guys came in today with Maestros in studios. And unless you guys introduce yourself, then Maestro gonna play my police song after you introduce yourself.
I represent Beaming people. I from Nassau, Bahamas, big up Benton, bro. Boy, I from Benton, bro. Don't take no back talk, no bribe or no joke. If you find fire, you definitely find smoke. Benton, bro.
Yes,
Santiago.
All is good, man. I appreciate that. That's a wonderful song. Nice team for us in the city, And let me ask you a question. What inspired you to actually write a song about Benton, and that specifically what reflects on us, what is happening to the females, what is happening in our community, in the inner city community, and the family island?
Well, for me, Benton is like we hear a song. Like a lot of places I travel, and even in the Bahamas, like people I meet who would we say high society, or you just have some people that feel like the school they've been to, their education is better, the food that was on the table is better, the house that they live in is better, the neighborhood that they grew up in is better. So all in all, like Benton got this staple, like this the trash, this the bottom bowl. So I wanted to show people and people in the neighborhood and young dudes who younger than me that, hey, be proud of where you come from, no matter where it is. You know what I mean? Don't make you a less of a person because you don't grow up in Life at Key, or because you don't been to a private school, or because you don't have a college education. You know what I mean? You could still be able to strive, be positive, and obtain things within doing so. So Benton is more like to give the people in my neighborhood, in my area. Benton is where I grew up. That's my stomping ground. That's my Life at Key for me. That's how I feel growing up.
Wow, amazing. And you brought your partner. Tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
Yeah, man, it's always a pleasure, you know what I mean? I always say to myself, sometimes you don't come prepared for certain things, but because of the level of what's happening around us, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's always in you to speak about something that you generally find distaste, it don't settle well with you, you know what I mean? But differently, Jatora, you know what I mean? I grew up right in the Farrington Road, Chippenham, Benton area, same way, always traveling those borderlines as well myself too. Dealing with this music for a little while now.
How long?
27 years.
27, wow.
Yeah.
You're still at it?
Yeah. You know what I mean? But differently, you know what I mean, it's growing, and I see a lot of changes, a lot of different things happening. So it's time to take advantage of those opportunities while they're around too. Music is growing, and you will want to be get on board wise, you know what I mean? The opportunity is there, you know what I mean? Differently. It's always growth, you know what I mean? Positivity, you know what I mean? You got to learn to connect with the people. Me as an artist, I try to do that in my best way as possible, you see what I'm saying? So.
Awesome. So, I want to show the people the talent. And this is one of my favorite songs, and I'm not going to let my show take it from there. But I just want the people to listen to this song. This is one of my favorite songs. I listen. This reflects on us what happened in the city community. You know, when my show gave me this a few years ago, I couldn't stop laughing. You know, because this us. So, Mr. Producer, if you would do us the honor of playing one of my show hits, this is the beat on. How long now, my show?
Well, it's too long.
Too long. But anyway, listen to
Too
this.
long.
This is what is happening in our society. Go ahead, Mr. Producer. Be talented and creative.
Set them off the side. Set them off to search me and arrest me. Come like them bubbling boy, one hug and caress me. I miss the officer, what's the story? I him say shut up boy before wanna be sorry. So them search me and search violently. In the middle of the night, them come so silently. I miss the officer who give the authority for come kicking down my door. Now alone, is it weed you're searching for? Alone, I can't take this anymore. Alone, is it weed you're looking for? Alone, why you digging up my floor? So they carry me down at the station. So they want to ask me some more information. Him said, son, are you Haitian or Jamaican? I said, no officer, I'm an African. He said, I see, your eyes us. Why give you 2 bucks, make it talk fast. Before the morning like, me know you're not lost. Me spotty them gon' beat your little ass. Now, hello, is it weed you're searching for? Hello, now, I can't take this anymore. Hello, is it weed you're looking for? Hello, why you digging up my floor? As morning break, I feel my eyes them start lift. Me hear new voices, so me know them machine shift. Said them sliding up plate to make my nose stiff. And when me look up on the plate, I me say egg and grits. And me say, no officer, I'm gonna eat this. I'm on a real restaurant, me just a talk this. Him said, son, what's your name? And I said, my show. He said, I heard your conversation on the radio. Me say, yeah, no officer, they make a mistake. Me not gonna sell the marriage and me only intake. Last night they come in on me house and shake like earthquake. Should them know me a Rasta man. Now they're searching for country born. Terrorizing me like the Taliban. Oh, me now use me marriage if you sell it. Me only put me marriage on me jealous figure smell it. Now, hello, is it weed you're searching for? Hello, I can't take this anymore. Hello, is it weed you're looking for? Hello, why you digging up my floor?
That's amazing. And that's the talent in the Bahamas. And you heard him, it's him getting pulled over, getting searched, got locked up, go to the station, please ask him when he get an interview if he's a Haitian Jamaican.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna tell the story. You see.
Tell us a little more about that. How you put the words together like that? So fluent, and it reflects on our life.
Well, that song, Scroochie, that came from a personal experience.
Experience.
It wasn't nothing for me to put together, but that situation, boy, I tell you, that at that time, mind you, where I heard Lionel Richie's song, Hello, right? So much times, and around that when the ordeal was taking place, that's the song what was playing.
Oh, wow.
And so, after everything got sorted, I say, you know what? I told those officers that evening, I said, boy, all this we can make history, trust me. I got something for you. You'll terrorize me. on air, you know. But it just was doing their job still, but it was a mistaken identity, unfortunately.
But you was Rasta.
You know, yeah.
Call me coming in a minute.
So I just went in the studio, and from the experience, I just
Colin.
recorded. That's one of the songs that I never write. That ain't no
You never write
paper.
that?
No, I
But
never
that's-
write that.
Wow,
That's
awesome.
One in the studio, on the beat. The beat, that particular beat, was produced by Charlie Brown, by the way. When I got that beat, the first time I heard it, it wasn't even finished.
Wow.
When I heard it originally.
So nice.
Instantly, that moment and that beat, I said, but what? These two things go together. You press record, and that was history.
Wow, that's awesome. There's someone who really wants to make a comment. So, okay, go ahead. You're on Inside Inner City.
Yeah, what I really want you to do is to say that song. I want you to explain that song to me as if I didn't understand it. Are you saying, is it you read you're looking for? Could you just take all the lyrics out for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
The song,
All right, go ahead.
the lyrics is, hello, is it weed you're looking for?
Go ahead.
The song is, hello, is it weed you're looking for? Hello, is it me you're looking for? You know, that's a spin-off of, I had an incident, like I said, the police, they were searching, they basically searched where I was living, searching car, everything, saying that they looking for a suspect, so-and-so. Bang.
So they use us
Right.
they're looking for
Say,
weed.
yeah,
for
we looking for drugs and guns. You know how they come.
Yeah.
We looking for drugs and guns, Rasta.
Yes. So that's weed.
You know?
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
If it's weed, you're looking for.
And so my reply to them is, hello, is
Yes.
it weed you looking for?
Okay.
You understand?
Okay. So I hope the caller
Yeah.
gets that. That's wonderful. It's very creative, and you see people are very interested in the story because it sounds very nice. The beat is perfect. Everything is just perfect. Wow, man, just awesome. Maestro. And see, why I brought you guys in studios today is because we need entertainment back in the Bahamas. If you look at Bay Street, you look at Over the Hill, we have the parks. Why can't we get guys like yourself and, sell the tickets, have a snipe in there, and have artists lining up, like festivals, man, where we could have you guys premiere in front of tourists that wants to see Bahamian culture, hear Bahamian music, and how you explaining this now. That's a person who asks you, explain that. So people are interested, and we got to change our culture, what it really is for us to express ourselves, It's really sickening to see all this talent in the country, high unemployment in this country when we have so much talent, You guys are magicians, and you're talented. You can, man, listen to the music. They could be on a movie, You know what I mean? When you come to Nassau, that could be one of the top songs, And you can be in town, and stuff, man. Just awesome, You do some writing and singing too?
Yeah.
You have anything we could play?
Well, I hopefully the Wi-Fi was up so I could actually have it up.
Okay. So we give you a second to do that, and you can just go to the producer. Producer, it'd be all right, we could get. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, And we have the talent in the country, Old Junkanoo Beach and stuff like that. We could have a small concert and giving these guys the $10,000, $5,000, $15,000, $20,000 and stuff like that. Just to entertain the tourists while they're on the beach. And then we could create some little small entertainment spot like I see downtown, across from Sheraton. That's the balcony. And they're doing a fantastic job out there by bringing entertainers out there. So you can imagine we having you guys out there entertaining the guests that comes on our shores and they're hearing Bahamian authentic music and we branding you guys, And that's what it's supposed to be, man. Let's create some employment for the citizens of our country who have talent, man. We can't let the grave have everything. They say the grave get everything. That's two fantastic songs. It's now, back to back, and reflecting on Bahamian society.
Yeah.
All right, so we getting there.
Well,
You wanna?
I don't know if you like. We have
It's whatever you guys want to do. Y'all decide. We just want the general public to see how talented Bahamians are, and these guys write their own music, their own beat.
Don't forget it. Okay. Find that then.
Okay.
Yeah, give him a minute.
Okay. He's gonna send it to the producer.
Okay.
So I want to encourage artists out there, you gotta put your differences aside and understand that there's a cause and there's an opportunity for each and every one of you guys in this country. You just have to try to stick together. Some people I know it's difficult. Some people you're not gonna work with. Let me just put it quite frankly. Some people personality just absolutely stink. Okay, they just you can't work with them. So you have to bypass with that and work with people who you could work with. But the overall concept of this, you have to get together now as a team and try to make some of this.
Humility, man. Some people don't know how to humble themselves, you see. With the smallest form of progress in life,
Go ahead, Rob.
we have people around us that make mistakes because of making this much progress, and they feel it's enough for them at that moment in time. They live on a high. And I've been around the music long enough in the Bahamas to see it myself. Artists need to humble themselves. The humility part is the way people actually gravitate to you more. If you have something to say, put it in your music. That's what the music is there for, to express yourself. You see what I'm saying? And that's the part artists should play, is expression.
Expression.
It's a form of expression. And when you take time to put the pen to paper as much, you could find that you could always dig deeper in yourself to make things resonate with people. The more you think about it, you could always make changes and adjustments. But the purity of the music comes from basically how you entirely feel towards the situation.
Wow.
And most things that you say, the average person out there, it resonates with them because some of our experiences are very close.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's the sweet thing about music, when you could express it from that standpoint and someone feel it and gravitate to it. There's nothing else more genuine when someone could feel the energy you project through your music and they gravitate to that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's
Wow. So, I like Veronica Bishop. I mean, she sing this song, like you talk about the humility and the pureness, right? That she captivates the crowd. So I never really knew about her. But this one particular song, man, she made me laugh. Like how much this song made me laugh. It's the one we say, you come home with your hands swinging. Boy, look, you see the humility. Listen, how she sing that. I mean, she look like she's all bust up, right? Like she's drunk. Yeah. But the way she's singing and she dancing, boy, look, I can stop killing myself. I tell the guy in the bar, play it again because the way she's singing and all that, you come in with your hands swinging, or you spend all your money and then go.
And it's the next thing. Artists live by a lot of things they experience in themselves. So most music is self-experience. You put it on paper and then expressing it back. Some artists need to be because of the type of genre music, they need to feed themselves certain things.
Wow.
For us in a formative culture,
yes,
we need that humble space, that silence, that moment to think, because that's where our creativity come from. Besides being a visual person in society as well too, already experiencing and seeing what's happening.
Wow.
So we need that moment to relax, in order to actually visualize how we can put this song together and already have a feel for a soundtrack that we feel this could actually fit on properly. Music is boiled down to a science, and people who study it know it as well too. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of diverse different things, you know what I mean? And expressing music is all about, like I say, how you feel. It ain't where you from. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you. I feel you.
It's a Bahamian doing the music. It's done by a Bahamian. It's Bahamian music. How more authentic you want it to get. We have Bahamian rap, Bahamian reggae culture, Bahamian R&B, rake and scrape.
And they sound very nice.
Bahamian jazz, soul, but they're done by Bahamians. Until ourselves recognize that you have to respect the format of an individual's feeling. It'll be, you understand, we can understand the concept of, okay, I understand his expression, where he's coming from. He choose that genre of music to express himself. That's what he take in. That's what he grew on. That's what he listens to. If you might say, okay, what does European or the whites or people call country music? Country music for us is island music. That rake and scrape.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Okay? Now, when you say country with culture, you're integrating Jonkanu now. Think about it. Because that's a part of a deeper culture that was embedded with us, that grew with us now, that we still take part of today.
Yeah.
But Bahamian divinity is our rig.
That's great.
Okay. You
Yes.
see how it meshed now?
Yes.
To make it make sense right in front of you. Now,
Yeah.
when you involve yourself now, see, watch the different transitions this take. I'm now a Bahamian, but I want to do reggae or culture music. What bounds me or stop me from feeling that type of music? Which should give me the boundary line to say, okay, I cannot do that music. And music is a feeling,
It is.
a form of expression.
It is.
I go back to redefine, you understand what I'm saying, in the first place. So where's the boundary?
There's no boundary.
Okay, so it's done by Bahamian. It's Bahamian reggae music.
It is. You know, and people want to hear those type of stuff because that's what we're looking for, but just that we're not presenting it to them.
Right?
You know?
In the proper form at times.
Yeah.
But now music is now evolved. to
Like
the
you're
point
saying,
where we
yes,
are,
yes. And entertainment right now is what they're asking for us. The cruise ship companies, the Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper, you know, he was stating these things that we need entertainment to entertain the guests that comes to our show. And you guys are a talented set of people. You know, I listened to Wendy the other day. Man, I couldn't believe the girl saying it. Everyone is talented if you listen to the maestro music, but when you listen to when you talk about a different type of music, you talk about the rake and scrape, you talking about the what you call it, the jazz and
Yeah.
different like that.
R&B, soul.
R&B, but she is a good like mixed R&B, and I listened to her. I couldn't believe that was her. I thought that was a lady from
Yeah, she's a nice social singer. I think I heard one or two of her songs.
yes, and she sings some great hits. So that's what we're talking about. You know, combining all that together. We could have so many different small concerts that could actually be big concerts to entertain ourselves and all because we are bored.
Right.
You know, we bored. We have the government grant and stuff like that. We need to have festivals to attract people to come over there and etc. and to entertain the people because everyone bored now. Go ahead, Maestro.
No. It's like a Achilles heel or a sprained ankle, right? They wouldn't heal. Because sadly enough, I didn't even want to talk about it, but it's a part of the culture too. It's politics and every single thing, you know, and
Well,
that killing the culture.
Yeah, it is killing the culture.
You see, that killing the
We
culture
can't make no headway.
because you have, it's like you got to pray some people to death.
And it sounds horrible to say.
Yeah, you got to pray for some people who hope say they dead while you still alive.
So that means when they say they was walking around for 40 years in the wilderness, that's what take place because some people don't see a chief and they, oh, that's what you guys have said.
You see,
I
'cause
understand.
It don't take rockets. You don't need no GC to make this thing happen. You don't need no coat suit. You don't need no necktie. You don't need no fat neck. You don't need no swell head.
They need
You don't
entertainment.
none of them things in order to make this thing happen. You don't need no chauffeur. You don't need no briefcase. None of them things to make this thing happen. All they need to do is just give the power to the people.
Simple.
You see? Give the power to the people. And when I say give the power to the people, meaning the people that have the experience, the knowledge and understanding of how these different sectors work.
Partnership with them.
In particular music,
Give them
you have
resources.
people who have nothing to nothing to
Experience.
do with the music, and
They in
they in
charge.
control. They say how this go. They say who and all these different things. They call the shots, basically.
Wow.
And so therefore, then too, you have a lot of them that only in it for the money. Only see the money gain.
You're all in it for the passion.
You know?
And they're in it for
So-
the money. So that can't work.
And when I say, don't get me wrong, because I ain't doing it for free neither.
No. You have to
know,
make some income.
But their intent,
it's just money.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Their
I
intent,
understand.
You know?
I understand where, and I know the listeners understand too where you're coming
So, like right now, for example, in a few weeks, we have Queen Africa, and I think Elaine it is, doing a love
Elaine.
reggae show,
from. Yeah.
right? We have a lot of reggae artists here in the Bahamas. We have sufficient. And we have who capable of being on
being
these
on
shows.
being on the show. Yes, yes.
But they will pay whatever for whoever.
Right.
That's their right. They're entitled to do that. But at the same time, them same people, they throw the rock and say, the Bahamian artist this, the Bahamian artist that, the Bahamian artist don't want to do this, the Bahamian artist don't want to do that. Just like most everybody else. You know why? Like, that's like when I hear people say, them Bahamian fellas, pray they don't want to work. Which is true.
Because people like...
Which is true. You have a lot of people that don't want to work. Not just Bahamians. Humans.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
Not a part of every demographic.
Yeah.
But a lot of part what they don't talk about is the people underpaid.
Yes, that's why they don't
You
want
want more slave? How much more slaving you want?
So
Slave
that's
and
why
keep
a lot of
slaving.
people don't want to work because they're underpaid.
Put respect on it.
Yes.
You know?
The producer saying we're going to have to take a break on Guiding Radio 96.9. Don't go away. We will rock after the break on Guiding Radio 96.9 FM.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
The new Guardian Radio app is here. Listen live to all our Guardian Radio shows and live video stream select programs in our studio. Get information about Guardian Radio shows and our hosts. Send messages including text, email, and even call. All from our amazing new Guardian Radio app. Download it free today in your App Store for your Apple device or Play Store for your Android device. The all-new and improved Guardian Radio app.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I represent Bahamian people. I from Nassau, Bahamas, big up Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. Right between West and Augusta, where them two roads meet, they call it Wilkinson Street. Manners and respect was like a sign blank check. It seems the ones that coming after quick to disrespect. You see, this life in the ghetto never easy. So many hungry days break till it grieve me. But I doing the best I can, trying to turn my dollar to 100 grand. I represent the ghetto people. I from Nassau, Bahamas, big up Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. Don't take no back talk, no bribe or no joke. If you find fire, you definitely find smoke. Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. Bintan, I say up and running. Caliban say my show boy don't ever give in. 7 years of farm and watch the crops them coming. True they see a humble thing the lion sleeping. But they ain't for no reason. Only God that I believe in, living. Watch them only pass through for a season. Cutlass, I gon' weed them. I represent the ghetto people. I from Nassau, Bahamas, big up Bintan, bro. Boy, I from Bintan, bro. Don't take no back talk, no bribe or no joke.
All right, we're back on Inside the Inner City, Guardian Radio 96.9, and we're going to get some live performances for the audience. So, again,
Jator, you don't know how to tingle, man.
all right, Farrington Road, Bintan, now he's a Market Street boy, Grandstand Rasta. So, we're going to get a live performance from both of these artists in studios. And I want people to, I want you guys really to start the work on getting your concert together and work together and get some artists, man. I sure, when you come on this radio, there are people out there listening who would like to support you guys. See, you have to take the next big step. See, being on radio is very important. That's how I'm not say how I get my big jump, but I met a lot of people just by being on radio. You never know who's listening, and who would want to support something like this because you guys are making a lot of sense. So take this opportunity to try, get yourself together and have your own concert, and then as it grow, next year, and after next, you never know. But anyway, we're gonna listen to this live performance from these two great artists in the studios, and we're gonna let you not say judge it because I know the music is wonderful, but we just want to show you that the talent is here. Guys write their own music, put their own beat together, and everything right here. So live on Guardian Radio. We get the rhythm.
Holy I Selassie I. Rastafari is the Almighty. We set the pace of things you don't know. Anybody say they don't like Rasta, you know? They ain't positive, you know? If you don't like Scoochie, you don't like Maestro. Oh, yeah, you Set ya tougher than them. Nah beg no friend, no mix up, nah blend. Straight to the end, Rastafari I defend. Real true king and a real true friend. Me rougher than them, tougher than them. Nah beg no friend, no mix up, nah blend. Straight to the end, Rastafari I defend. A real true king and a real listen up. Alright, when you see me in the streets and I'm walking, I say I have no time for skylarking, cause everything in my life is uplifting. I told you that I'm an artist, now you say I'm gifted, but I can see this get to you, their mind them drifting, like they could really use some uplifting. But I can see the player haters in a distance. I never ever show them sign of resistance. In a this time someone turn Mr. in a mistress. I look on this and I could tell you this real quick. Where there's a message in the music, we record it and give it back to the people, them applaud it. And look like them really want more of it. It's like that angel food that idols do. My shoe size can fit, so get out my shoes. Well, keep your eye open and you might catch a clue. More love to the world and them. Right here, man! Pull up, kids, to me again, man! Are you men with your life and living colors? Maestro, you ready?
Long time.
Oh, yeah, man.
Up and running. Scoochie did not want me never listen. Feeling every day, boy, someone end up missing. All the medi, we say trust me intuition. Can't let my ego send me go to prison. Don't be a stubborn youth, best you listen. Obstacle will stay you far from your vision. Keep focused so we say complete the mission. Think carefully before you make the wrong decision. My friend, don't be your own worst enemy. Remember trouble it come easy. How we say listen to me clearly. You better careful who your friends be. My friend, don't be your own worst enemy. Remember trouble it come easy. Always say listen to me clearly. You better careful who your friends with. Gucci got show the truth. I gotta give them heart attack. Life over death, so you know them can counteract. Man a legendary, so you know we a patriot. Life is precious, so we careful we keep the block. But them a walk and I beat the block. I made a lay with the loaded Glock. Trick or treat, here come the crooked cop. Soon as I push by, I get the man circle back. Cruising on the highway, auto flyway, drop top. Incoming call on the WhatsApp. What on a plan figure set trap. Marry leave and over them death trap. Now just a part of the fraction. Can't mind the speech, what's the action. Get a youth, we not take slogan and listen to the slogan. Don't be your own enemy. Hey. Yeah, man. Watch for the enemy.
Oh, you mean? That your life in living colors. You ready again, Bahamas? 2 for 2 NASA. Listen up. All right. These politicians, all right, listen. Say these politician works get so appalling. How you been?
You guys, listen, man. You guys talented body though. And you ride the rhythm and then you can see the expression, man. Listen, you know how much entertainment is for the country? You guys, man, you guys get it. You understand? I show everyone who's listening are there enjoying themselves about our being talented artists here. Yeah. It's just crazy, eh? We have everything we need. Everything we need is in this country, and like you say, if they take us seriously, you know, and they push in the music industry, the tourism industry, you know, the maritime industry, there's no, think about this. Or you got to call and come to you right now. The reason why we have 70,000 plus people don't have a bank account, it's because of reason. It's a reason we have over 100,000 people Bahamians don't have $1,000 in the bank. It's a reason why unemployment is over 45 to close to 50% in the country. It's a reason. And now we're going to take this call. Go ahead, caller. You're on Inside the Inner City.
Hey, good night. What's happening, Scrooge?
Everything is good. Everything is good.
And to those Bahamian superstars and the priests, bless up. Bless it.
Bless it.
Man, look here.
Bless it.
Look here. And I see, Scrooge, you guys play that again because I ain't there, man.
You want to play it back? You want to play it back? You want to play it back?
That's it. Later that, you guys play that back, buddy.
All right.
They ain't no Bahamians will sing that.
I tell you guys. I tell you.
What, man?
We have the talent. I'm telling you, we have the talent. They can challenge anyone. Man, they talented. Go ahead, caller.
But Scrooge, if you know, from back in the day, the Bahamas was the musical pace setters. When you talk about the T Connections and all of them fellas and Pretty Blue Eyes and now these young priests, you know what I mean?
Yes.
We always had it, but you know what the problem is? We don't believe the radio DJs and all them don't believe in ourselves.
Yes.
Because if you go to Jamaica, you go to Trinidad, you go to Barbados, the only thing really playing on their radio stations and everywhere is their music.
See that?
So the young people that grow up only basically hearing their music. That's why they appreciate it. So the Bahamians are not like that. We want to be everybody else except our own. And you understand? And I really want to come in to preach them in there because that is awesome. Scoochie, man, you got better one more time.
All right, we get.
All right, man.
Okay. All right. You guys want to do it again for the caller?
Yeah, man, I got something special for them.
You got something special?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Are we saying my show?
No, I do.
The next caller?
The caller,
the man like the guy the phone's like.
I would like to say the previous caller. That was a live. That ain't.
Not just
that ain't recorded. Yeah. That what you heard was in real time.
Real time.
Yeah.
Okay, we get the next caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on Inside the Inner City.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Brown, and your guest.
Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening.
I want to make a comment on that statement you made about 100,000 Bahamians not having $1,000 in the bank.
Yes, sir.
Now, one time ago, I could understand that, but now I can't understand it anymore because we're being taxed to death now.
Oh, Lord. Go ahead, sir.
And this thing with the cashless system, it cannot work. They are going to create another underground system for money laundering because why? The average poor man is not going to go and put his money in the bank for the bank to take $25 off the top. And he only still left with $2.25. And then every time he uses the card, it's a fee.
25 cents or 50 cents.
Yeah, so he might end up at the end of the day with $2.20.
Yes, sir.
So the average poor man is not going to use that. I don't know why they think that. Who is this cashless system benefiting? Because it's not benefiting us. And if the government can't see this, because in their case they got big money.
Yes, they could do it.
They can't walk around with their money, but the average small man,
we can.
He can walk around with his $250 in his pocket.
Yes, sir.
And he's not going to put it in the bank. The bank now charging you a maintenance fee.
Yes, that's
just
true.
to put your money in there. And every time you take something out, they charging you. When is this going to stop on us, man? I heard one of the guys just say something about slavery. We back in slavery.
Yeah.
You can't have nothing. They don't want you to have anything that looks like.
Yes, sir.
And I heard they're coming out now with a new tax in 2024 that they want 15% of your profit. When are we going to keep what we earn?
They also increase the national insurance in the year and all that.
Well, national insurance, Mr. Scrooge, that irks me. You know why? Let me give you a case in point. I can let you go.
Go ahead, sir.
I didn't know national insurance was in real estate business.
What?
The Rodney A. Bain building, I would like to know who sold that, when it was sold, and who bought it.
Wow.
The next thing, the bank down here, Royal Bank, that is now empty, and that is National Insurance Bank. Who are they not supposed to be in real estate?
Wow.
And now they're going up on national insurance again. And the people in the country don't seem to bother them. I don't know why it bothers me.
Can't take the people's pension fund to go buy real estate. No man that can't wake. Not national insurance.
Now all they're going to do is say they got to go up. Who? And And listen, you wouldn't want to know who all was involved
Oh, Lord.
in that building down there in town.
I see what you're saying.
And how much they paid for that, and who all got their kickbacks. Because
Wow.
we didn't even know that was sold.
Yes, sir. We ain't even know.
How could you do something that quietly in this country
Wow. It's crazy.
with the people money? And now the only thing you could come up and say, oh, the pension low, you got to go up on it.
Wow.
How much was paid for that building? We should have an inquiry into that.
And that's the people money who hard earning people who looking for their
We
benefits.
should not. I'm going to be an activist for that because every time I get a chance to come on the radio,
Yes, sir. Do
I'm
your
going
thing.
to talk about that.
Yes, sir. Do your thing. That's what you do. That's what inside the industry about. You know.
Yeah, because we need to know who benefited from that bill, from the sale of that building.
Definitely ain't us. It's a few.
Oh,
few
and you wouldn't want to find out who benefited from that.
Yes,
And
sir.
all they do is wipe their mouth clean and go on home with all the money.
and leave us to pay the expenses.
Right. And we got to now pay extra taxes.
Instead of we use that money to help promote our citizens with these great artists in studios, we doing foolishness. We letting the money go in a few people's hand. You know.
Either the Bahamian people are not good at math, or they don't care.
Or yes, sir. Thank you
Because
very
this year is unbelievable when I think about how you can sell a whole building, then leave it vacant.
Yeah.
Don't care.
No maintenance, and then you go have to push it down a couple of. I think they just using that the way to get the money of the treasury legally. I think these is big things to get to get the treasury to buy something legally so that they could give account for it. Then they just leave it there to rotten.
Yes. And they now expect us to just come up with the money again.
No, sir.
When they doing foolishness. Somebody should go to jail.
Yes, I agree, sir.
If this was in America, somebody would have gone to jail.
Yes. Yes.
All right, Scrooge. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The gentleman compliment you two guys on the wonderful job you're doing. So where we gonna go from here? You know, hearing all that, you know, because that's statistics. That's crazy, Honorable. Imagine that. 70,000 people in this country. And guess what? That's only statistic. That's not the real number. When you have 70,000, that could be 120 or 130 people because everyone, they ain't do survey. So that's why anytime they say like 47% people unemployed in the country, right? Or more, I'd say more than that. So if you're saying like 100,000 people unemployed, I'd say but 200,000 people unemployed. You understand? Because we don't go around and count everybody and do survey with everybody. It's impossible, you know? And we don't know who all is in the country right now. But the thing is, we have the resources, natural resources. Natural resources is also you guys. Yeah. You see? We could talk about all the sand, salt, and aragonite and all that. There's no natural resources better than the individual themselves, the human being, and their talent speaks for themselves. And that's why we have to cultivate that. You can imagine we have concert with you guys performing, and we have guests coming in the country. Along, just say they're bringing in a lane, and they're bringing in this next thing up. But we make sure you guys get paid, and you're on this thing up. And you're promoting the Bahamas, you know, besides the other artists coming. But, you know, it's a Bahamian thing. But we, you know, you want to entertain, but that's what we're gonna have to. What are we gonna do? We have a next caller, then we're gonna get back to you guys. Go ahead, caller. You're on Inside the
Hi.
City. Hello.
Good night, Suji.
Good night. Good night.
How are you?
I'm fine, Mom.
This is your favorite caller.
I can hear the
I'm
voice.
not calling the bash tonight.
No, you don't boss. You don't boss. No, Mom. No, you ain't boss. You did a wonderful job. You did a wonderful job.
Well, I am calling to commend your guests.
Yes, ma'am.
They did an excellent job. I don't really listen to reggae, but I had my music blaring in the car.
We can do the next one for you then. We just can do the next one for you then. Keep the car on.
I must say, you know, we have a lot of, we have excellent talent in this country.
Yes, ma'am.
I love Bahamian music.
Mm-hmm.
I love Bahamian concerts.
Mm-hmm.
And I could bet you $100 if those same gentlemen go in Jamaica, record that same music, and come back and sell it, they will be millionaires in a year's time.
It sounds good.
For some strange reason, we in this country believe foreign
It's better.
is always better, or foreign is correct. We refuse to put pump the money or the resources into our own.
Yes, ma'am.
And every time I hear they bringing in Dextra or whatever the name
Dexter
is,
Dobbs and all that.
vulgarity and everything, that sends,
Yes, ma'am.
it aches me. And to listen to Veronica Bishop, tell old lion here,
Yeah,
better come now.
Yeah, that's it right. That's my favorite right there, boy. I love that, boy. I love that. That's your favorite too?
My favorite song too.
That's my favorite, boy. I love that, boy.
Whenever wherever she performs that song,
Yes, ma'am.
I get up and I dance by myself.
Boy, I love that song. And you see how she look, she all boss up, boy, and she's singing that. And she mean that all the expression, like you talk about honorable, but the expression, that's how she have when she's singing. And she look like she drunk. And you come on with your hands swinging.
Yes, it's correct. She puts her all in all.
Yeah, that.
Into her,
Yeah, I love
especially
that.
particular song.
Yes, ma'am.
But I want to, tell your
You are
guests
too.
in there,
That's ma'am.
don't give up.
Uh-huh.
And I agree with you. We have not Mario Moxie, Mario Moxie's father, his
Edmund
He
Moxie.
built a whole cultural center right
Edmund Moxie. That's his whole design.
Edmund Moxie
Edmund
Center.
Moxie. One of the greatest men in the history of the Bahamas. Who saw the
Thank you
vision?
very much. And it stays vacant. It's unoccupied. They just put it there.
We
Boom.
kill it. We kill everything.
We really have to get serious in this country. And every time I listen to that gentleman from the cruise port saying, but we need Bahamian artists.
You see?
And
Listen.
we need this and that. And there's no.
There
Y'all
is.
close down the King of Nights.
That's right.
Y'all close down Ronnie's Rebel Rock.
Listen.
Y'all close down. I can tell you.
Yes,
Y'all,
Chad
even
and
the place
Fiddle.
on the place on the Lions Club.
See?
They close down all of these.
And all this was entertainment sport for guys like
these
yourself.
were entertainment.
And y'all's the biggest
Safe,
stars.
Fun, grown entertainment. Where you go there, everybody dance, have a good time.
And
no fight. The most you have is somebody mash your toe and you say, oh, sorry.
because you're having so much
That's
fun
it.
listening to good music.
And they close down all of these.
All
I listened
entertainment
to my
sports.
parents back in the day always talking about how the Cat and the Fiddle. We don't even know where these buildings are.
Yes, ma'am. So
You know? It's like, come on, man. It's like
That's why Nassau so
every-
boring.
Every time Sundays, Tuesdays, when the cruise ships in and I drive into work and I see them downtown, I feel like, oh, Lord, I feel so sorry for yours. Nothing to do but just walk to that
Desert.
beach right there and walk back. That's it.
That's it.
Nothing for the guests to do.
And they're showing all these beautiful pictures about the Bahamas, but no entertainment.
And it's boring. There's
I mean, you have all
nothing
the
there
talent.
for them to do.
That beach supposed to be loaded with guys like yourself and in
No,
these
not
hotels.
even that. On Tuesdays,
Special nights.
government could close Bay Street. Sundays, you close Bay Street. Huh? No traffic, no nothing. It's just
Entertainment.
walking. You put the vendors. You have the little children in the schools. You have the
Concerts.
band playing.
Yes.
You have the little youth choir. You have the police band, the defense force band, the prison band, the church band. Every band you could think about we have in this country. Huh? And the local artists and the vendors turn Bay Street into a Gombay festival. That
Yes,
could be
ma'am.
all year round because the cruise ships still
Ah, there.
come all year round.
Yes, ma'am. You so right.
Come on, man. I mean, you have to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. No, man. I tell you, man, we as a nation, I don't know what's gotten into us as Bahamians.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
I know Randall Fox right now
Just
rolling
in over in the
his
grave. Yes,
grave
ma'am.
to see that Bahamians have become so passive.
You see why I do what I do in
Yes,
my the community I reside in? That's why I setting up all this stuff.
Yes, man.
Yes, ma'am. You so right, ma'am. Everything you're saying is the truth.
Yes, and I must give it to them. I mean, gents, you did an excellent job, man. I mean, I was in my car rocking.
Yeah, you could be rocking a little bit again.
And the thing about it, when I turned it up louder, I was able to understand. I say, boy, and they rhyming.
Yes.
And what they're saying is actually what's happening in everyday life.
Yes, yes. And the voice here, like Rasta voice, the voice here, and my show coming, you know, that's a
Yes, man,
combination.
I mean, you did an Excellent job.
Like-
I must give it to you.
Thank you very much.
Suji, you did good.
It was not planned, by the way. You know,
That's you.
it's just
That's Suji.
Yes, ma'am.
he has an experience.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Suji, next week now you need to bring in now some the little rake and scrape little band or something.
Okay.
See if you can bring somebody and keep it up.
Okay.
So hopefully those who are listening could get some ideas
Yes.
and run with it and try and do something with that cruise port or try
Yes.
to entertain the tourists.
Sadly, they don't want Bahamians there, ma'am.
Beg your pardon?
They don't want Bahamians there.
Well,
These
guess what?
things built for the people to come enjoy it, but not for Bahamians to own it. And you just, if you're lucky enough, you'll get to work there.
But guess what? Guess what? Sitting down, reading a social studies book with my son, grade 5. Everybody talked bad about Mr. Simonet. I think it was Brent Simonet's father.
Roland Simmons, yes. And he
Everybody, I mean, they don't, everybody listened to speak bad about that gentleman. But guess what?
He helped so many people.
He coined tourism in this
That's
country.
who help everyone, all artists.
He was the one who helped all
All
the
artists.
artists.
That's how serious life go.
He was the one
Do
who
you-
helped all the artists.
do your history
he
check.
coined tourism in this country.
Yes, that's true.
We were the leading forces in the Caribbean
In
when
music.
it comes to tourism.
Everyone used to come down, on the government grant, perform on the government grant.
No, don't forget, we even had the hotel training college. That must be
Yes.
closed down now.
And I was a part of that.
Island in the Caribbean,
Used to come
and
here.
including the Americas.
Nat King
sent
Cole
their
sing here.
students.
Nat King Cole, Muhammad Ali being down, your Sugar Ray
Everybody
Leonard.
was there.
Yes, everyone was there, ma'am. Thank you.
know, and it's our own who's shutting us down.
Yes, ma'am. But I want to say you did a wonderful job, and thank you very much. You did a wonderful job.
But thank you for taking my call.
Of course,
and I-
always.
And I wait patiently for your guest to perform one more time. before the
Definitely. We're going to take this next call, and then we're going to have them perform. Live
Okay, then.
performance.
Thank you.
No, thank you, ma'am. You did a
night.
wonderful job. You're always doing a wonderful job. And keep on calling in, because that's what the show all about. What's up with
Yes,
nice
sir.
dialogue?
Okay, then.
Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to take this next call. Go ahead, caller. Sorry for taking so long. You're on Inside in the City.
Good evening, Scrooge.
Good evening, Sparky. Good night, Sparky.
Let me tell you something, Scrooge. If I say something this evening, I know you and your producer will cut me off.
Of course.
so quick. Because a lot of Bahamians don't like hear truth, you know. Hello, Scrooge.
You talking?
Scrooge, let me tell you.
I
A lot of
respond to
stuff
you.
went down just now in the conversation.
So that's
There's
supposed
a lot
to
of
mean?
mistruth, you know.
Huh?
There's a lot of mistruth just now, you know.
About what?
See, you were just laughing and carrying on, but let me tell you something.
Saki, if you
You
come
wanna
to
hear
take,
truth?
if you want to take shots at people, I ain't into that because we
No,
ain't
no,
into
we
that.
ain't into that.
If you get to a point where you could speak on you, speak on you. We ain't
Well,
going
it
back.
ain't me, you know.
All right, but speak then. Don't go.
Let me
Don't,
tell you something.
I don't go back and forth what the caller said. That is not
No,
concern
no,
me.
we ain't going there.
That don't concern me.
I tell you, you're
I ain't like to have a
talking
good conversation. I don't.
Let
try.
me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Mr. Roland Simnet, you know, they said he was also a rum runner.
Yes, sir.
You know about that?
Yes, sir. You think it's
He
only
made
him?
a bunch of his money when the time went
Sparky,
going on.
everyone do illegal stuff in this country. There are many
Yeah,
people
but
who
they
did
made
it.
a
All. You
whole
did
lot
some
money
illegal
from
and all.
running
I
and
did
all
some
that kind of
illegal
thing.
also. Stop trying to come talk about people like we so good and we so this and that. All us did something wrong in our life. Police officers did
And
something
like
wrong.
you said, you always talk about the things that you did wrong in your life.
Of course, because I'm a truthful person. I don't have nothing to hide.
And that's what I'm trying to say now.
So what's going to continue the
We got to
conversation?
stop talking about all them people who did all the other foolishness. And what we doing now is about what we going to do now for our country.
That's why we have these guys in studios.
To
doing,
move our country forward now.
let's go to get to the story. You talking, but I ain't getting time to point no finger at nobody because all of us in our life have done something wrong. There are closet people out there who have done a lot of stuff wrong, and we try to point the finger at other people like our life so perfect. The Christ tell you this: only one man was perfect. All us done sin. So we can't look at this one and say this and that. There are only exceptions, sins, like raping children. That's one. Is blaspheming against the Father. They sins are unacceptable. Anything else? Murder and self-defense. I can live with that. If someone trying to come kill you and you come kill them, but people who they're killing and raping children and raping women, for that they didn't said, But other than that, if you do any other stuff, you can't talk and point the finger at nobody else. Don't you agree?
Well, people, I understand the level of discomfort with the people I'm facing being young and old enough. At the same time, hearing people such as Sparky and many other elderly people who've been around and watched the country change from where it was to where it is now. Some would say better.
Some would say worse.
Yeah. Some would say worse. Right? Now, moving forward, I'm a part now of a generation, what would we say, next in line. Right? Plenty out of these youths them now, they ain't got no mommy, they ain't got no daddy, plenty ain't got no granny.
Now.
You know what I mean? They ain't got no guidance. A lot of covering up of things, of our real situations, like really dealing with the issue, right? Admitting that we have an issue. That been covering up for a long time.
Yes.
Like you keep getting on these same talk shows. And you have people saying, 10% crime and crime down 4%, and then later on, a WhatsApp on my phone, one fella for murder, and he ain't over 20. You know what I mean? So, and now with social media and how fast information can travel, whether it's correct information or incorrect information, but a lot of things is be going on. And there's more access now for people to know what's going on. You know what I mean? And we keep playing this pass under the rug. Like this ain't happening. It's like you sweep in the house and you get mats down and you take the dirt and you sweep it under the rug and you say the place clean because you can't see the dirt. You put something to cover it up.
I'm pointing at somebody else.
You put something there to cover it up for. And you say, wait, what? That clean.
Like ice in it.
You know what I mean? That's what we need in general. We need all these rug, them to come up off the floor.
General cleaning.
General cleaning.
General cleaning.
Clean your whole doorstep first, man.
Yeah.
You see? Like we so perfect on pointing the finger at other people. And I ain't saying this to him, but this our mentality. We could be doing wrong. But we see someone they're doing wrong. We won't judge them, but we doing wrong. Like this one instance, let me give you a prime example. Call a company right now. Let me give you a prime example. We're having this conversation. So this guy is chatting on, we're having this conversation. They say, okay, the preacher that's preaching, right? But yet still he looking at the little girl to the preacher's pulpit, when the little girl in a short skirt, where he is.
Yeah.
Oh, so he ain't sinning. I say, okay, you so perfect, right? I say I could be a talker, but how you know I'm masturbating when I go in my room?
Yeah.
So I ain't sinning. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or I ain't talking with somebody. We always want to take the speck at your own eye, because none of us perfect, and make your life better. You see? I take the speck of my eye, I know I made mistakes in life, and I try to correct myself and be the best person I can. But I can't go at no one point unless it's something that I see right then and there that they did right there that I don't like. That's either raping a kid or killing somebody innocently, or doing some type of folly that is not of human.
Right.
Right. What a right thinking human would do. He says, we can take this last call. Go ahead, caller. You're on Inside Inner City. Call, you still there?
Yeah, sorry to call back, but you're talking positive. I like how you just start, but I want to make a suggestion.
Go ahead, sir.
The Rastaman them and the real Rastaman them. I know the beat what you was doing. I think I hear a bongo drum or something there like that. It's almost coming across as a reggae beat, right?
Yes.
But like you say, we're Bahamians. We want to do our own thing. We want to express our own self. you think you ought to consider calling that rhythm, coining that rhythm, Jumbe or Gumbe or something? We could claim our own rhythm. We ain't got to go with the Jamaican, because you got soca and calypso and all them things sound alike, but they come from different aspects or different genres. What y'all think with that? I go on that.
Okay. Okay, to the caller, first of all, that rhythm is not built by me or Jadar. That was a rhythm that was sent to us by a Bahamian who has connection with a Jamaican, one of Red Rot.
With Red Rot. Exactly.
Hey, Jessica, where you come here for? Red Fox.
Yeah, Red
Hey,
Rat.
Jessica.
Not Red Fox, Red Rat.
Red Rat. Oh, hey.
Me, she wanted to see how we cute. Yeah, that's that. So that was sent to us, and so we decided to put lyrics to the track.
Wow. Awesome.
And that was a while back. Wow. And he have a song on it, and I have a song on it. So what you heard was a combination of him doing verses out of his song and me doing verses out of mine. We didn't come here and rehearse, being anywhere else and rehearse this today or plan that this was going to happen, just being musicians, being experienced, and giving the people a part of what we do. Now, in terms of the sound and the instruments and all of that, I love rake and scrape to a point. And I could say publicly, anywhere, I love reggae music, the culture, the 1-2 drum, which is Naya Bengi, True Rastafari.
Yes.
That's what I cling to more than any kind of music. And part of that is because I grew up hearing that. Now, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I didn't choose the music to play on the airwaves for my young ass to listen to, for me to fancy it. Like the English people would say.
Yes.
But I do different types of music, not just reggae in particular, but that's where my heart is. That's where my soul is. And in a minute, I'm gonna give you a song.
Okay.
Right?
You're gonna give my job.
That you're not gonna hear rake and scrape. You're not gonna hear any of that. I'm just gonna solo on. This is one of my latest songs, by the way. It ain't been officially released as yet.
A sneak peek.
Yeah, but you're gonna get a taste of what's going on, around the country in general.
And this for all of us who believe we so perfect. Remember what Christ said when he was presented with the woman, and he said, "Who without sin cast the first stone?" You know why none of them going to cast the first stone? Because each one of them has done something sinful that is breaking the covenant. All right? That's why none could throw the stone. So that just to tell you. Okay? Always remember that. Always remember that. So don't go pointing your finger, There are some people who are wicked. Yeah, we know them. But you still can't cast the stone because you got to apply it to your life. If you're not perfect, you can't cast the stone. That's why Christ did that. No one chose a stone. So if Sparky, you out there listening, I can't. But the only thing I'd defend, I would always not defend raping children. I never defend that. Right. Killing somebody unnecessary, I never defend that. Raping somebody, I never defend that. All right? There are certain things, blasphemy, I never defend that. There are things that are not in my vocabulary. You understand? Anything else, I think you can be forgiven for, because everyone makes mistakes. We have this next call, but Maestro's getting ready to perform, so we can take this call real quick. Mike, you want to take this call? Caller, be able to take this real quick? Go ahead, caller. You're on Inside the City.
You must be knowing a little hurry, but I just wanted to put it in.
Go ahead.
I listen. That's Maestro's song when it's played when you coming on. I always appreciate Maestro. The more you listen to it, the better it sounds. That's how I know he's a singer. But Maestro, y'all can do the dub wise too. And Squishy, as far as I agree with you with the judging people, right? But the thing is, we all have our individual lives, and so the question is, like law enforcement officers and people who are sworn to uphold the law and do what they're supposed to do, their nefarious actions or their lies affects other people.
Yes.
So that's the only difference. My individual Simonette selling liquor didn't really. That was his individual lie, but that didn't affect. That does by choice. So
that's right.
You get what I'm saying? An individual truth is different from when your truth or your lie affects someone else. If you're a public officer, you sworn to uphold the truth. Now, we know nobody's perfect, right?
Dead right.
But that's where the problem lies. All of us have our individual lives. But when your lie or your inactions affects other people's lives, then you have to give accountability. Just like the preacher, like you say. If he's deceiving many, he'll pay more before the king. Give
That's
thanks.
right.
My
That's
show,
right.
bless up.
That's right.
Bless it.
We're getting ready to go live at my
That's
show
it.
in studio. We're gonna hear this latest, and then we're gonna have Honorable probably give us a little sneak peek or something too. Okay. When you ready, Maestro? Original Bahamian. He's playing this instrument and all. What is this, Maestro?
It's one of my little toys.
The Stevie Wonder? It's Stevie Wonder type stuff?
I know but the Stevie part.
Huh?
I know but the Stevie part. But okay. All right. Them hide the truth, but the guns are shoot. Serve and protect them, kill another youth. What is there to be said, even if it justify it still? Too much bloodshed still. Anxiety and our society. New normal, it's all a fallacy. Proof in the pudding, my friend. Them never know the world without end. Woy-oy, woy-oy. The city on fire, who gon' put it out? Sweet biscuit story they giving out. Hear them talk loud and proud, but Bingy man, I go follow them crowd. Woy-oy. We get comfortable.
Get comfortable. Yeah. I see y'all get in the mood now. All right, listen, this is a live performance now. This is gonna be awesome. Listen, I like the combination. This sounds like Shaka Demus and Pliers, you know?
I gotta put this in my lap.
Yes, go ahead. This is awesome. This is awesome.
You know, I-6'9".
Yeah, yes.
All right.
You ready to roll?
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
What do you mean? Set it.
Them a hide the truth, now the guns a shoot. Serve and protect them, kill another youth. What is there to be said, even if it justify it still? Too much bloodshed still. Anxiety and our society. New normal, it's all a fallacy. Proof in the pudding, my friend. Them never know your world without end. Woy-oy, woy-oy. The city on fire, who gon' put it out? Sweet biscuit story they giving out. We hear them talk loud and proud, but Bingy man, I go follow them crowd. Woy-oy, woy-oy. The city on fire, who gon' put it out? Sweet biscuit story they giving out. We hear them talk loud and proud. Bingy man, I go follow them. King Selassie, I live. Drink a cold glass of positive. Youths keep away from negative narratives. King Rastafari, guide and protect. Always want give thanks for life and all extended days. You have a strong youth to achieve your goals. See discipline and nourish heart and soul. The battle won't be won by those guns that you fire. Only from the people you inspire. Woy-oy, woy-oy. The city on fire, who gon' put it out? Sweet biscuit story they giving out. We hear them talk loud and proud. Bingy, now go follow them. King Selassie, I live. Drink a cold glass of positive. You keep away from negative narrative. King Rastafari, guide and protect. Always once give thanks for life and all extended days. You have a strong youth to achieve your goal. See discipline and nourish heart and soul. The battle won't be won by all those guns that you fire, but from all the people you inspire.
Woy, the city on. Who got put it out? Who got put it out, Scroochie?
Them give it out.
Hear them talk loud and proud, but Bingy man not go follow them proud. Woy, the city on fire. Who got put it out? Sweet biscuit story they giving out. We hear them talk loud and proud. Bingy man not go follow them proud.
Yeah. Strength to strength, we say energy to energy. Self-serve judgment, no need to fight your enemies. Strength to strength, well, energy to energy. Self-serve judgment, no need to fight. Listen, what goes up must come down. This is no circus now, no merry-go-round. Hail Rastafari, smile nowhere frown. Equal rights and justice, we want it around. Man say rubber dub session, say watch it go down. Scoochie alla smile, so him now no frown. Tell them say what? Strength to strength, we say energy to energy. Self-serve judgment, no need to fight your enemy. Say strength to strength, well energy to energy. It's a self-serve judgment. My instrument them none of man I go. City.
Yo.
What's up?
City on fire, who got put it out? Sweet biscuit story they giving out. We hear them talk loud and proud, but Bingy man not go follow them. King Selassie I live. Drink a cold glass of positive. Youths keep away from negative narratives. King Rastafari, guide and protect. Always once give thanks for life and all extended days. You have a strong youth to achieve your goals. See discipline and nourish heart and soul. The battle won't be won by those guns that you fire. Only from the people you inspire. Woy, the city on fire. Who got put it out?
Yeah, man, how you mean? Listen up, I can take you all on my joyride right now,
Go ahead.
right? Listen, be proud to be Bohemian, yeah? Whatever genre of music you prefer, it's all about you and the message that you putting out there. All right, with that being said, y'all listen up, yeah? Nasa me born and me never switch. Yo, black as I am, I'm not bleaching this. Me tell them, push up your hand and if you're feeling this, me just slew the wizard and me slew the witch. Yeah, mother, I had this, so me publish this. From your dish Rastafari, you must get punished. At the sun, sand and sea, the tourists come for see. From Miami to New York to the Bahamas City, me say, big up yourself if you be amen and free. And love King Selassie is the Almighty, me say. Nasa me born and me never switch. Yo, black as I am, I'm not bleaching this. Push up your hand and if you're feeling this, me just NASA. You don't know. Stay positive, you know. Deal with your music, you know.
Listen, you guys are so talented. You got me, my spirit up, because if I'm to a concert, right?
Yeah, man.
And I'm a guest and I'm a human. Just now, I felt the music and I started to sing like I was to karaoke. You know what I mean? And you guys are just talented. So that's what we need, man. This just is awesome. The talent is here in the country. We have to harness it. We have to, it is developed.
Yeah.
We just have to invest. You know, the entertainment has dropped dramatically in this country. That's why it's so boring. If you look around the country, it's boring. You know, everyone just going inside and stuff like that. If we create the tourism atmosphere, the Bohemian atmosphere again, you know. When I was a younger boy, I heard all the stories about Nat King Cole, Muhammad Ali reaching Sugar Ray Leonard, all of the great singers. They said if you didn't sing in National Property, you would sing nowhere in the world.
Yeah, we was one of the hottest public people in public to please.
Yes.
Our race, the Jamaicans, and us, if you can't please, if your stuff don't sound right, boy, we in my head. So you have to bring your music to that level whereas it you know, and that's that. I believe that been part of the whole back with a lot of music not being prepared properly before it's presented to the people. But it's been long
time.
You know, we had the many greats that were out there that did their recording professionally. Look what they had to do. They had to go to some foreign country,
land, yes.
You know, and then
Funky Nassau.
Right, and we have right out with the studio Compass Point.
Yes.
When that was up and running and still doing the same thing. I think is that still up and running, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't want us there.
So,
they don't want us there, man.
You know
how it go. Like everything else, they don't want us there.
You know.
But remember, the cornerstone that the builders reject will always become the head cornerstone.
Yes.
So when you overlook this for so long, it's the inevitable now.
I think there's some things we could be done. I think that if we get together, I just say a small something. I think we could try it. We could do a small concert on that government grant there. We could set it up. Or we could start to work on it, and we could ask the general public for assistance. And Mike, sure you talked about the fact that you have connections with some bear companies and etc.
I see you. One thing with you like hang me in over.
Yeah, because this would be good. You can imagine us having a concert right on the government grant with Bahamian artists. And we're going to, we could have like 10, 15 you guys performing. We have, as it go.
Yeah, man, we have enough artists to set up a solid venue for any event, anywhere.
Then we could sell start selling tickets, see if we can get about 5,000, 10,000 people to come out. It's a space at the park and it's perfect. That we need to do this. We need to do this.
One of the things, whilst we have this opportunity, let me go far to say for all the listening ears out there, whether home or abroad, right? If you know any musicians, available musicians, see, bass player, keyboard player. If you know any musicians or background vocalists who are interested in being a part of a band, just let them to hit me up, 809-3069. They could WhatsApp, send the information, send a clip of themselves or whatever. Or we could just get together and do the thing and see how it best fit. But right now, as it stands, Scroochie, in terms of doing the concerts, I don't want to do no concert unless it's inclusive of a band. And for all of the artists, stage and lighting, the whole 9 yard. You know what I mean? Full 100, so to speak, because for too long, the presentation of the local acts or the Bahamian artists or us who here has been undermined or
by politics or promoters.
It's not a respectable level. See, when you present the foreign act, you present him in a certain way. You package him.
Exactly.
The
marketing.
Yeah, what we don't do for ourselves don't be done. Like even in terms of being on certain shows, of course, they may be the ones that have more international recognition.
But this
right?
is the Bahamas.
And being more, not even it being the Bahamas part, the fact that, all right, they have more international recognition, right? So they're the headliners or whatever the show. But if you bring anyone, and I say this from my toe come up, any artist, I don't care. Listen to me good, Scrooge. I don't care if it's Beyonce, Jay-Z, who name it, whatever you name. Don't care how big they is out there on the international stage. Line them up with any two or one in the studio today. And the crowd response will be no different. No different. I've been in places where people never hear me ever in their life, ever.
Where are some of the places you travel?
And they are the headliners, right? The headliners, like, okay, why they got you way down here? What's going on? How come you ain't, man, you should be headlining this show. You know what I mean? I then get that level of respect from some of the top artists out there right now to this day. You understand? And then watch some of the artists who me and them grow in the music. Like watching them, we started the same, but they now to another level than from where I am in terms of being out there.
I understand.
Pressure Bus Pipe is one of them.
I understand, yeah.
Watching the same time and watching his career take off from where it was to where it is now. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But it's just a matter of opportunity. We ain't looking really no handle, just the clearance to say, hey, we could do this.
You could do it. You could do it.
You got the permission to use whatever facility. You know what I mean? Of course, everything takes money. But like you say, I born ya. My passport blue, got a flamingo and a blue marlin on it.
Right.
I seen other people over years come here with no money.
Ja
no
Rule.
money, just swag.
Ja Rule,
just
swing
swag
everyone.
and drag.
And Ja Rule swing everybody.
Swag and drag. Like, hey,
Man,
I ain't
them.
calling no name because I don't know the particulars of them things, but I'm saying I could talk about some things what I know about.
Yeah, that was in the newspaper.
You know what I mean?
He got before the
But
court.
I seen people come here, swag and drag, and leave with the bike. Right?
R. Kelly, he got a bike.
You understand? So he carry many other things too.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But, hey, it is what it is. Right, so you have to pay. I's the kind with real, and I say what I feel. That's why it's up to stay low. You know.
Well, anyway, listen. You guys are just phenomenal, you know, and I show the general public there. I really appreciate you guys, y'all talent. We have the talent in this country. We want entertainment. We have all entertainers here in this country. You know, we have artists here. We just have to uplift our artists now because they're here, and we need to really, really pay attention to our music industry. You know, we need to get the Cat and Phil back. What the one name we used to go to on the beach? Peter's Drum Beat Club.
Drum Beat, yeah. I performed in there plenty times.
Wow. And you know,
yeah,
that was the sport. Yeah. That was the sport. I talking about, listen, the fire dancers, man, listen, the limbo dancers. Listen, as kids, we used to be fascinated how that lady used to go down on her leg and go underneath the little stick. The stick must be but 2 feet off the ground.
What I would like to do, or one of the things, if anybody, if people who looking to support or saying they in support of pushing young Bahamian artists or any Bahamian artists in particular, or pushing the culture or these different things. See, for us, for me, it ain't just about the music. It's a lot of things wrap around within that,
music
and
is spiritual.
that's
harmony.
Being involved with what's going on in the community. Because in order for us to be able to move freely and do certain things and put on these different shows, we need a level of peace. You know,
And
the
music
people
brings that.
need to be able to feel safe.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like they don't have to be worrying about, hey, I come to the show, I park my car, you know what I mean? Be on the edge. Hey, I wonder if any gun or if this could happen or if that could happen. You know what I mean? I'd like to see, and we were doing it before, both me and Chatora, going to all the parks and putting on shows on the parks for the people in the community.
Yes.
On a smaller scale, but we was doing it.
Right.
You know, and I'd like to see that
happen again.
On a yearly
basis.
Whereas you have the different artists from different communities.
R&B,
Today
whatever.
we in Baintown, tomorrow we in Camp Road, the next week or next month we in Fox Hill.
with
or,
full security.
or, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And it shouldn't have to be, sadly, never shouldn't have to be full security
No.
when we all Bahamians.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why the music's so important.
What we securing for, like, I know some people, they can't go certain places because what they done. Some because of what they family do, and it's just
So
by
they excluded.
affiliation. That ain't me. I go everywhere.
That's right. So that's
every
who-
corner, every ghetto, everywhere where they say you can't go
That's
or
the
you shouldn't
difference.
go. You know what I mean? And I 100% safe. I don't have to look over my back or feel afraid or none
Those
of
who
them
do those
things.
kind of stuff shouldn't be allowed
You know,
to come out because they
when
know
I
they're a
see-
problem to themselves and a danger to themselves. So they should stay low and don't try to have fun like how we're gonna have fun. They
Yeah,
do. They
it's
have
all
some other
about
fun. Yes,
really
they should
live
be.
with people. But why it is important, I feel, is because it gives some of the youths them
Something
that
to do, a
item,
career.
right?
It's a career.
Some kind of motivation.
It's a career.
That hey, maybe it could be me.
I could do this.
That's
too.
right.
You know. So, and you never know. And I have already experienced that already.
Yeah.
Where I see one youth in particular, or Father Street, I think he's doing gospel rap or something like that now. But I saw him win an award with another international gospel artist. You know what I mean? And he doing some good stuff. And he was one of them, I remember, who used to come on the park and sit down and watch us perform.
Well, look at legendary Cooling Waters.
You know?
When we used to listen to Cooling Waters, you know, they man, you could swear they were foreigners, but they are Bahamian.
They're Bahamians.
And they sound like, ain't much gospel singers as bad as the Cooling Waters. You could forget about it.
Yeah.
I used to listen to these guys when I was young, and I couldn't believe it. Yeah. So the talent is here. But anyway, we over the time, but we got to get one more lyrics with you guys. That lady want to hear that song again. Want to get a little, y'all can't get a little spice of the last set, but before we go with man, do something for us.
Run the rhythm, producer.
All right, give something before we go, okay? We're getting ready to close out, so we just want to give you, the listening audience, a taste of some good Bahamian music from producers, writers, and great artists. And I hope that we continue to have them come on like every 6 months or so. And then I hope I keep on encouraging them to let's get this concert together. So we're gonna take steps, but we're gonna work on this.
Yeah, man. Next time we'll have some music so we can sing for the Bahamian ladies. We gotta bring.
What's up that? For the ladies?
Yeah, bring her back
some
to
R&B?
the culture. You know, yeah, some reggae culture, R&B.
Okay.
You know, sing for you ladies. You know.
Okay.
We don't want causing a fight on the radio, right? But bring her back from some of these ball head, like I said. Yeah. It's culture in the mind. You know what I mean? To win some back. So we'll have some music to serenade the ladies.
So I'm going to close to the show now, but we're going to let the music finish the show. So I'm going to say my name is Valentino Brown. It's a pleasure to have each and every one of you listen to us on Guardian Radio 96.9. We be on every Friday at 6:30 8 p.m. We're here to entertain. We'd like to say to all the listeners, this is a show for us to move headways. We learn a lot of stuff that's happening in the country, but we also want people who are doing great work, like the two honorables in the studios today. And any other person who was like doing a project or has to be doing something good in their community, the show is for you to come on and express yourself. And to all the callers, you did a wonderful job. Sparky, stop pointing the fingers at other people. You need to point the finger at yourself, because all of us, like Jesus Christ said, who without sin cast the first stone? And no one could cast the first stone. You understand? Okay, so we're going to let you guys take over the show. Okay? See you next week on Guardian Radio 96.9. This is Maestro. And again?
Yeah, man. Jatora.
Jatora from Fountain Road.
Yeah, man.
Baintown and Grandstand.
I represent Beaming people. I from Nassau, Bahamas. Bigger Baintown, bro. Boy, I from Baintown, bro. Don't take no back talk, no bribe or no joke. If you find fire, you definitely find smoke. Baintown, bro. Boy, I from Baintown, bro. You hear me? But right between West and Augusta, where them two roads meet, they call it Wilkerson Street. Manners and respect was like a sign blind check. Seem like the one they coming after quick to disrespect. You see, life in the ghetto never easy. Too many hungry days break till it grieves me. But I doing the best I can, trying to turn my dollar to 100 grand. I represent.
I from Nassau, Bahamas.
Big up.
Boy, I from Baintown, bro. Right between West and Augusta, where them two roads meet, they call it Wilkerson Street. Manners and respect was like a sign blank check. It seems the ones that coming after quick to disrespect. You see, this life in the ghetto never easy. So many hungry days break till it grieve me. But I doing the best I can, trying to turn my dollar to 100 grand. I represent the ghetto people. I from Nassau, Bahamas. Bigger Baintown, bro. Boy, I from Baintown, bro.